JAK in the Box.
Welcome to another edition of JAK in the Box. I'm Jack, this is DB. This is where we go through these old storage boxes of vintage action figures. In one of our past episodes, we found all these collector cases in one of our boxes. Look at this. We're going through them now. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe now. You'll see all the different parts of this episode so you don't miss anything. We've already opened up this case before. We've gone through one whole layer of collector cases. We're going to pull this out, pop this next one open, come out with this next action figure. Oh, wow, look at this, look at this. Oh, I'm going to pop this over to DB.
All right.
You recognize that guy?
Yeah, that's Bosk right there.
Bosk
the bounty
coming
hunter
out.
Extraordinaire, Bosk.
You
Check
can see
him out.
Bosk with his rifle as well in hand. Really cool that the grip was like so far up on the rifle.
Well, it's long arms.
Long arms, yeah, but then he was able to kind of tuck it in, you know, into his arm there.
Right there.
Really get like a great shot. But also in the bag with him, you recognize this guy.
I guess it's like Snaggletooth, right?
Snaggletooth right there. Yes,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Wow, that is really cool.
So that's a Star Wars Snaggletooth. But the interesting thing with these two guys, at least when I was growing up, is I would look at them and I would say, you know, look at their faces with like the snout and the eyes and the way the mouth is and everything. Yeah. It was almost identical action figures, one just being smaller. So I always felt, hey, Bosk and Snaggletooth, somehow they go together.
But yeah, the face looks very similar.
Face very
head's
similar.
A little different. Very, very close likeness for sure. For sure.
A lot of history with the Snaggletooth character, for sure.
That is really neat. Both of those are really cool. On the back of Bosk, you can see the date there. On the back of the leg says 1980 there.
He was an Empire Strikes Back character, so yeah, 1980 is when Bosk came out.
Bounty hunters. We don't need that scum.
Yes, sir.
But Snaggletooth, he was a Star Wars character. What's the date on him?
And the date on his is 1977.
1978 for Snaggletooth. So one of the second or third waves of the Star Wars action figures. I think there was only actually 2 waves. So there was 12 in the first wave, and then they came out with another 8. And that was the second wave. That's where Snaggletooth would have come in. Yeah, so really cool action figure there. Bosk and Snaggletooth coming right out of the box. Next one coming out, I'm going to unravel this. Pass this over to DB. Do you recognize him?
Oh yeah, this is Zuckuss, actually. Another bounty hunter.
Another bounty hunter,
That's
Zuckuss
cool.
Right there. Really cool action figure.
I wouldn't have even have expected a Zuckuss action figure that I'd ever be holding one. This is really cool.
The date on him, I believe, also is...
No, this one's 1982, actually.
1982, so a second or third wave of Empire Strikes Back figures when we get to Zuckuss here.
Yeah, that is really neat.
And Zuckuss, I believe he's some sort of droid. I don't think he's a man.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. He has very droid-like legs right here. And, and he's got like that C-3PO kind of front there as well.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. His insignia in the front looks just like C-3PO. It's possible that Zuckuss was a protocol droid that eventually got reprogrammed and became a bounty hunter. Wow. I'm not sure, but that's kind of what that shows.
Oh, yeah, I wonder what the backstory is on Zuckuss. That's really cool. I know he's on like one of these bounty hunter shirts that I have. It's got IG-88 on there, and it's got Zuckuss and Bosk is on there. It's really neat.
Be a substantial reward for the one who finds the Millennium Falcon. You are free to use any methods necessary.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Next out of the box here, I'm going to point to another figure, pass this over to DB. You got to recognize him.
Well, yeah, this is really cool. He's not on the shirt, but he's also another bounty hunter. That's Dengar, I guess?
Dengar right there. Look how cool he is with that huge blaster or rifle that Dengar comes with. The rifle is like more than half the size of Dengar.
Yeah, I mean, if you like stand it next to him, it goes like basically from his feet to his shoulders. Like the ground to his shoulders there. Almost.
Incredible. Dengar to me was always kind of like the comic relief of the bounty hunters. I don't know why the 7-year-old self of me, he always kind of reminded me of like Moe from the Three Stooges. And so whenever I would battle with my action figures, Dengar always got the funny lines.
Wow, that's funny. It's got a date on the back of his leg. It's 1980.
1980, Empire Strikes Back. That would have made me 6 years old when that action figure came out. Really cool to have Dengar representing JAK in the Box in this box that we're opening.
Yeah, that's really cool. It's just really cool to see all the bounty hunters like lined up there. It's
incredible.
So awesome.
And we got more to go. Let me
so
help
cool.
this next guy. Oh my, I can see through. Start singing. Da 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 da. Sing it with me. Da 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 da. We got Boba Fett
This is
coming
amazing.
out.
This is amazing. Look at this.
That
Boba
becomes
Fett.
like the iconic of iconic Star Wars figures. All these action figures are now iconic, but that is one of the most iconic right there. You're holding in your hand a 1979 Boba Fett.
Wow, 1979. Does that mean anything like that? It's 1979 or?
So I told you there was 20 action figures that came out for the Star Wars movie.
Okay.
Before Empire Strikes Back came out, they decided to do one more action figure, make it 21.
Before Empire Strikes Back?
Before Empire Strikes Back came out, and the only way to get Boba Fett originally, before Empire Strikes Back came out, was to mail away for him. That's a mail away Boba Fett.
Wow, that's amazing. You had to go through all that work just to get this?
Absolutely. The
that's
anticipation was dreadful, but we finally did get them when they were released.
Wow.
There was a little bit of delay with like the rocket launcher, some different things that happened there. You can see he has his blaster with him. Date stamp on him. Can you see what the date is?
It does say 1979 right
1979, before Empire Strikes Back ever came out.
Wow, that is amazing. It's got to be my best of the box right there.
That's
That is
DB's
so cool.
best of the box. What is your best in the box? Head down to the comments below. Let us know what your best of the box is.
As you wish.
We've got 4 or 5 figures out now. We have a bonus in this one. I've got another action figure coming at you. You recognize this one.
Okay, I don't know this one's name, but he does look like Zuckuss as well.
They call this guy Forlome. 4LOM. Yes,
Okay.
Forlome. I believe he's a droid also.
He might be on the shirt too. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'd have to check it and see. That's cool. But for Loam, wow. Okay.
And you can see kind of the double blaster that he came with.
Yeah,
really
it's
a
like
unique weapon
interesting.
in the Star Wars world. That's Forlome right there with his vinyl kind of robes. He's got this chest piece and backpack that he wears.
Definitely really cool detail, and everything's like all together here. The fabric looks almost perfect there. Well, that's really good condition there. Just great, really cool.
So cool to have Forlome represented. Last in the box here, I'm going to unravel this guy. Oh, this is somebody that I think that is on your shirt.
Oh man,
You
that's
recognize
so cool.
that guy.
Yeah, check out IG88 right there.
IG88.
So cool. Just imagine him spinning around.
IG88, when he came out, I think this was maybe another 1980 action figure. He was the first in the Star Wars line to come with 2 weapons. He came with like the Imperial blaster, the Stormtrooper blaster, but then also he came with this Imperial rifle as well. 2 weapons in the package. We couldn't believe it.
You have to have 2 when you're IG88, and he definitely always has those 2 blasters with him. That is so neat.
Not only the 2 weapons, but he was also a little bit taller. He was definitely somebody, when you plop down your $1.79 for an action figure, you felt you were getting your money's worth right there.
Like, just look at that. That is so cool. I mean, look at them all lined up. Like that's an amazing box right there. Like that is so cool.
It's incredible to see these guys, from Bosk and Zuckuss, Forlome, Dengar, Boba Fett, IG88, all of them together out of the box right here on JAK in the Box.
Wow.
So happy to be able to share these with you. I know we have Warren.
Put Captain Solo in the cargo hold.
I'm Jack. This is DB.
And we did it.
JAK in the Box.